to another episode of Moments of Recharge. Hey, I'm here with Kevin Hall, another illustrious pro technician that we have, and Kevin Hills from Steve Roadside out there in Toms River, New Jersey. Kevin, how you doing out there, man?
Very well, thank you.
Awesome. Hey, thank you for taking the time to grant us this interview. I think one of the interviews we're going to have to do at some point is we're going to probably have to interview Steve because there's a lot of doggone pros, battery service professionals at Steve's Roadside, and you're one of them. You guys are really, really a good group out there. But Kevin, hey, man, thank you for taking this time during this COVID-19 pandemic that we're going through. So we're practicing our safe distance, social distancing, and we're thank you for granting me this interview over by way of webinar format. This is Kevin's first time doing something like this, and I'm still learning the stuff myself as well. But Kevin, thank you again, man. But let's jump right into this interview. How long have you been a battery tech, Kevin?
I'd say probably just under a year.
Okay, just under a year. All right. Well, not too. You're a rookie as well, kind of, sort of. What do you feel? How do you feel about the battery service?
I think it's a good side of the business. I know customers generally are satisfied with the product. They're satisfied with the warranty program.
Awesome. Good. What do you do outside of club sponsored training to sharpen your skills, Kevin?
A lot of it's just self-taught experience.
Okay.
Pay attention to what you're doing, listen to the customer, and you can usually do the job efficiently and effectively and continue on to your next customer.
Awesome. That one thing that keeps coming up between all of the interviews, it seems like listening is a really good part as it relates to battery sales and performance out there as a whole. Just, listening to the members and not being so set on your spill but actually taking in what's going on with them and figuring out how to respond to them properly. I think that's something that seems to be universal between all of you pros that are out there. You guys are really good listeners, so that's good stuff. What's been the tool or resource that you've used, Kevin, that's helped you the most while you're out there doing battery service?
Pretty much just any of the webinar trainings that we've had and office discussions. Steve basically is very good as a leader. He has a compassion for working with us, working with the customers, and basically doing the job right the first time.
Awesome. You guys are always getting coached. I guess there's always training that's provided to you guys that you take advantage of as well. So that's good stuff. So you're always sharpening the axe, huh, Kevin?
Yes.
Awesome. So Kevin,
each day is a new experience. So.
Yeah, for sure, especially in these last couple of weeks, right? How are you staying safe during the COVID-19 restrictions?
Basically social distancing, wearing rubber gloves or mechanics gloves, just anything to minimize contact. And the customers have also been willing to work with us on that point, where depending on the situation, they will read us information if they have it and we don't. Like, they'll give us their card numbers or whatever information is necessary for the ID purposes. A lot of times have them put their license where it needs to be. Then as they back away, go up, do the scan, verify the identity, and then back away and let them reclaim their property. So this way there's minimal contact with anything between the customer and ourselves.
Awesome. Okay. So it sounds like you're being real cautious and practicing that safe social distancing even when you're
Yes.
Do you you've sold a lot of batteries this month, man, and thank you for what you're out there doing. It doesn't seem like you've slowed up at all with this COVID-19. Has there what other than practicing the social distancing, what other best practices or tips do you have out there for us, Kevin? Because it seems like you haven't missed a beat. If anything, it seems like your performance has taken a step up during this time. How are you making the members at ease enough to purchase the battery? Like, what does that look like?
It's basically, when you get there, let them explain to you what is happening, suggest solutions to them, tell them, basically keeping the customer informed. Okay, I'm going to test your battery. We'll see what's going on. Make sure your alternator is good and as such. Complete the testing while communicating with the customer if they're still in your presence, and just keeping a line of communication open. And then when it's time to determine, okay, yes, your battery does require replacement or isn't looking that good and you may have a problem. It could be 10 minutes from now. It could be 2 weeks from now. And just explain to them, you really should look at this getting done. If they do seem to hem and haw a little bit, then I will explain the warranty policy with the 3 years free replacement should the battery totally fail. And then the prorated part of the second 36 months. And a lot of times the customer will bite on that because, one, we offer a better warranty program than most of the auto parts places and the general stores like Walmart or anyone else that sells a battery. And at the same time, we have the battery in our possession that we can do the battery replacement in a safe and effective manner. Usually, depending on the vehicle, it could be a very quick process or it could be a little drawn out. But either way, now they don't have to worry about getting to their mechanic or going to a store, especially with the coronavirus. You don't want to be exposing yourself to any more than necessary.
Right.
And it's just the convenience of us having the product, having the knowledge, communication, and doing the job and getting it done.
Got you. So, there was, to your point with that, Kevin, there was some interesting information that we discovered as it relates to battery services, specifically over on the West Coast, where, they've been hit really hard, especially in the state of California. And one of the interesting things that we've noticed is while call volume has significantly decreased, that's happened everywhere as people aren't going anywhere for the most part. Those that are receiving AAA service, they're more prone to accept the battery cell if they need it versus them saying, no, I'll wait and go somewhere else. For that very fact that you said, that the convenience factor, I think it's ringing bells right now out there amongst the AAA members, because they don't have to be bothered with going somewhere else or exposing themselves in another way. You can take care of their no-go situation right there in their yard or at their place of work, primarily in their yards, because most people are home now. I think that has been a benefit to the battery service as a whole. Kevin, are you seeing those same things in New Jersey as well?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, customers, the ones that are out at the food stores or anything like that, their only goal is survival. They're there to get their necessities, especially if they're just leaving the food store, their car doesn't start. They're basically stuck and in a desperate situation.
Right.
Us being on the front line, we get there in a timely fashion. We get them on the road quickly, and between that and their word of mouth on how efficient we are is what's helping keep us going with the drive to continue our service.
Awesome. So in many ways, you guys are instrumentally helping keeping the spread of the COVID-19 down, because, you guys are an avenue out there so that the member doesn't have to continue to expose themselves while getting their battery serviced at least. So we're able to take care of that for them. So that's good stuff. Hey, Kevin, I know you got other calls out there going on, man, and I don't want to take more of your time. Thank you so much for granting us this interview today. Like I said, your performance, man, is really high out there. Do you mind if we share your performance stats for this last month, Kevin? Just want to show everybody what you've been able to out there doing, even in the midst of COVID-19. Are you all right with that?
That's fine.
Awesome. So, hey, stay tuned. We're going to show you Kevin Hall's performance stats out there. Like I said, Kevin Hall is another one of our battery service technician professionals, and he's really bringing it home for us out there, even in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic. He's still out there getting it done each and every day. Kevin, thank you so much, man, for what you're out there doing, and please stay safe. Please continue to practice your safe social distancing and what you're out there doing. Continue to follow the guidelines of the CDC and the guidelines of AAA. I want you to stay safe, man. Thank you for all that you're doing out there with the batteries and every battery that you sell. Thumbs up to you, but most importantly, stay safe, man. We definitely like seeing you. We want to keep seeing you.
Thank you very much. You too.
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. And you know what? I think that we owe you a gift card. I'll talk to Steve. We definitely need to get you that because your pro status has been verified. And I wanted to wait for this interview to tell you that too. So good stuff.
Thank you.
You're doing all the right things out there. Really appreciate what you're doing. And you know, there's a lot of y'all out there at Steve's Roadside, man. I don't know how you guys doing it, but you guys are really doing it. Really great group out there. And thank you for what you're out there doing again, man. Take care.
Yes, thank you.